Hello everybody, this is take two of this video. The first one I did while I was totally off camera. So I'm going to try it one more time. I think I've got it set up with, I had it set up for iCat, and now I've got it set up to do this watercolor. Okay, so I've got a 5x7 piece of this. This is my, this is my favorite watercolor paper. Fabriano, Artistico, extra white. That's what it comes in an extra, in a different white, but like an off-white, but extra white is what I like. 100% cotton, cold press. That's what this is my favorite paper. It's 300 grams and 140 pound. And this is a block, and I've just removed it from the block and taped it down onto an acrylic clipboard. I like the acrylic better than the wood because when you tape it down to the wood, some of the residue of the tape ends up on the clipboard, on the wood part of the clipboard, and the tape just doesn't last very long. You can use the tape over and over several times if you put it on the acrylic. So I've taped it down just because watercolor, tends to warp some, so I don't want that to happen. Okay, so I've got that. I have, what prompted me to do this is I've got a new tube of Daniel Smith watercolor. It's King's Royal Blue, and it's beautiful. I really love it. Let me put a little more down since like I said, I recorded it. This is tape tube. Okay, so I've got a little bit of that down, and if I could get this top on straight, that would be good. I'm going to take spray it a little bit, and I had these sprayed before, but I'm going to spray them again. I've got a palette of different shades or color hues. I think this has got some Payne's Gray, and I'm not sure what else is in there. I mean, not Payne's Gray, but burnt sienna, and like I said, I think there's some black in there maybe. There's green and the different shades of blue. I did not have a light blue. That was the reason I got this one. This is purple, browns, blacks, Payne's Gray, blues, greens, pink, a kind of a yellowish orange, and some silver in here. Excuse me, and purple. All right, so I'm gonna try this again. This is a tape that I use. It's artist tape. It's not painter's tape, and it's not masking tape. It's artist tape, which is designed to be used for this purpose, and that's why I get it. But if you have something else and you're using like painter's tape, or you're using masking tape, and you get ready to pull your paper up and it tears the tape up and you tear your paper, heat it a little bit with your heat tool, and it will come up easily. When you take it off, don't pull it this way, don't pull it this way, pull it out away from your artwork. Okay, so what I'm going to start with is, if you've been watching me with iCat, you've seen me use this Distress ink pad. Let me kind of move this out of the way to start with. It's got 4 different shades, 4 different colors of Distress ink. This is Hickory Smoke, Vintage Photo, Black Soot, and Ground Espresso. And I'm just going to take this script stamp, and I'm going to stamp just a little bit on this watercolor paper in like 3 different places, and I don't care really which one of these I end up using. It's just for texture. Okay, so I've got I have a number 8. Oh no, that's a number 2. That's because that's not the brush that I intended to use. I was going to use this one. It's a number 8 So this will be different too. And this is a number 2, which seems to be covered in white gouache, the handle part of it. Okay, so I'm using different brushes than I used the last time, so we'll see how it works differently. I've been watching this woman on YouTube. She has lots of shorts. I cannot pronounce her name. I believe she's Polish, and she uses toothpicks to make marks on her watercolor paintings. And if you've ever tried to buy a toothpick, you can't buy just a few. You have to buy them by hundreds. And I knew I had some, but I couldn't find them. So as soon as I bought them, I found these, and these are ornate. Like, I couldn't get a regular toothpick. I had to have an ornate one, which just means that it's only sharp on one end. And I never use them for my teeth, so I'm really not sure this is what it looks like, that one. But when I bought them, you can't buy a few. There's like 300 of them. And when you're using them in your paintings, it's not like you use it one time and it's done. I mean, you can use them over and over and over again. So I have several lifetime supply. Okay, so I've sprayed my watercolor. I've got a cup of watercolor here that's generally white, clear. And I'm gonna pick up some of this blue. I'll mix it up a little bit. And I'm just gonna put it down. In sort of a flower shape. Loose flower shape. Some in the center here. Leave some white. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my toothpick that's here for the blue, because I got hundreds of them. I've got different ones for different colors. And I'm just gonna make some marks on them, on the watercolor. I've used watercolor. I've also used ink to make marks with ink, which also works. I'm just using the watercolor now. And you see, if you scrape it, you can actually get down to the watercolor paper, so you need to be careful with it. But it's just another type of mark. Okay, so now I'm gonna switch over to the green, and I'm gonna make a stem. With this green watercolor. And there's some places in this palette that are, not very wet, so spritz it a little bit more. And then I'm gonna do some leaves. Just sketch out some leaves with this toothpick. 2 leaves. Just kind of leaf shapes, not, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Just a leaf shape is that's all I mean. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up some of the paint. It's a blob. And like I said, there are different shades of green in here, so I'm going to pick up some others. I'm going to do the stem. That's the brush. I want to do some splatters with the blue on the top of the painting, and do some splatters with the green on the bottom. So, I think, so let's just try this and see what we have here. I'm going to pick up some of this just to give it a little bit different color, different texture. The splatters are very wet. And you'll notice that some of the tape will start coming up as I'm drying this. Normally I wouldn't dry the watercolor, except that you're watching me. So normally I just set it aside and let it dry on its own. You see a big blob here. Let's see if I can get that up. I think that's probably dry enough for me to at least take the tape off. That's wet right there, but we'll see how it goes. See how easily this pulls up. And when I have it taped to this and I pull a piece off, I just put it on the back and I'll reuse it. Except and it started turning back on itself. Now, let me get this one off. And the top one I just leave because I know I'll do something else on it. So I'm gonna lift it up. Lift up the tape. And so there you have it. This is take 2. I'll show you take 1. This is take 1. This is take 2. And like I said, I love this color. It's King's Royal Blue. I actually thought Royal Blue was darker than that, but this is Daniel Smith's King's Blue. Okay, so thank you for joining me, and I do hope to see you again for iCAD, and maybe I'll throw in another video of watercolor. Thanks for joining me. See you tomorrow.